I think one of the biggest deterrents to sobriety for people not able to, beat this web of alcoholism is just a lack of communication with oneself. The alcoholic is not communicating with themselves. They're not telling themselves the truth. And then family members, the people that the alcoholic is surrounded with, they kind of sweep it underneath the table and never deal with the issue, when in fact they're just really hoping that it goes away or it gets better on their own. And unfortunately, this really does nothing but exasperate the situation by not talking about it, because it's really only going to get worse and worse if you don't do anything. If the alcoholic does nothing, takes no action to help himself, or if the family does not step up and stop walking on eggshells and actually address the situation, nothing's going to change. So let's delve a little bit deeper into this. Now, for the alcoholic, not communicating to themselves, that's really another way of saying that they're in denial. They're not really facing their own emotions. They're not really analyzing what their activities are. They're drinking on a regular basis, or they're binge drinking, and really they're just kind of going on a day-to-day basis and not really thinking ahead. They're not really cognizant of the effect that they have on the people around them, and they take things in stride. Maybe they lost their job. Maybe they even got a DUI, and they're not really addressing the real issue, which is they have a drinking problem. And maybe there's nobody in their life to say, you know what, maybe you got to slow down. Maybe we got to talk about this, and this is affecting us, you, and everybody around you in a certain way. Then there's the family members to the alcoholic, and in some ways their lack of conversation or communication can be really a form of enabling. They become part of the situation, even though they're not responsible for the alcoholic. Certainly if you have a spouse or son or daughter or a close relationship, and you're not saying anything about the destructive activity that your loved one is doing, well, you're going to have to live with it, and you're going to be the one that's going to become the fall guy. So it's probably a good idea to step up and create boundaries and address the situation. Sweeping it under the table is it's just a matter of time, and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when the volcano is going to explode. And the mental health disease and the alcoholism is going to exasperate to the point where the person's life and your life and everybody around that person is going to be adversely affected in 1,000 different ways. And the problem is, with most alcoholics and the family of the alcoholics, they wait for something bad to happen. They wait till somebody gets a DUI, or they hurt somebody, or they embarrass themselves in a very large way. Maybe at work or at a family event, they fall down drunk and they publicly are intoxicated, and it becomes a big scene, and then people realize, oh, maybe they got a problem, when this has actually been going on for maybe a decade. So it's important to understand the red flags of alcoholism: drinking in isolation, hiding bottles and cans, and having the inability to regulate your alcohol. In other words, you drink until you pass out. And if you got somebody in your life that's going through this, I would recommend, clicking on the link above, schedule a breakthrough call with me. I've helped thousands of alcoholics, and just as important, I've helped their families. Okay, so please like, share, and comment. And again, we also have a Facebook group called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism. It's become a very good support group, and we talk about these issues and everything like this every day. And again, thanks for listening.